Here at IM Group, we settle for nothing less than the perfect job performance on site and behind the scenes. We provide this at a great value without compromising the quality of our service. If you are looking for a leading home remodeling and painting company in New England, look no further. Customer service is in the vein of our business and what drives us to improve on a daily basis. Reach out to one of our professionals to find out how IM Group can help you with your latest projects.
At Babson College in Wellesley, Massachusetts, it's a big day in the National Premier Soccer League as Santa Cruz FC host the American Soccer Club from New York. The Fighting Tomcats are in town for their penultimate match of the season. Meanwhile, for Santa Cruz, it's the final game of the regular season for the 2026 summer. They're hoping it won't be their last. The winner of this match qualifies for the NPSL postseason. We'll be back to talk more about this matchup right after the national anthem. Welcome back to McDowell Field on the campus of Babson College for this matchup between Santa Cruz FC and American Soccer Club New York. My name is Jacob Munch. You're on Bluegill Productions of NPSL. The National Premier Soccer League is coming to the finish line. It's been a long 2 months or so for these two teams, but these two sides, Santa Cruz FC and American Soccer Club, they are in the position you want to be in coming into your final couple of games, which is having the ability to control your own destiny when it comes to the postseason. And in this 6-team North Atlantic Conference, the top 3 make the postseason. The top 2 spots have already been secured. New Haven United FC and the New York Shockers. They've already clinched their postseason spot. Whether they'll be 1-2 or 2-1 is still to be determined, but they know they're both in. These two sides, though, American Soccer Club and Santa Cruz FC, they are on the outside looking in, but the winner of this match will clinch the third and final postseason spot. If these two teams draw today, then nothing will be decided yet, and it will come down to Wednesday when American Soccer Club will take on ASCNY FC. If American Soccer Club wins that game, then they would be in. If they lose that game, Santa Cruz would be in. And if they tie, then American Soccer Club would be even with 14 points with Santa Cruz. And then American Soccer Club would have the tiebreak. But that's getting a little into the weeds. The simplest motion is the winner today secures their spot in the postseason. Starting lineups will begin by telling you the starting lineups for Santa Cruz FC, led by Francisco Fernandez Neto. They have 13 points. They are 4-1-4 at home. They are 3-0-1, albeit it's been two separate home stadiums for them. But you see the lineup on the screen. One change, the goalkeeper, yes, he is wearing number 1. It's Eric Widrick. He has been outstanding this year for Santa Cruz FC. Peter Magnuson, Carl Lundstrom, Eric Causey, Brian Jones, Jack Andrews, Charlie Johnson, Kareem Elhamal, Joao de Sosa de Aquino, and Chance Prouty are part of the starting 11 for Santa Cruz, who you see wearing their typical red and black striped kits. Meanwhile, for the American Soccer Club, they are 3-3-2, 12 points overall, 1-1-1 on the road. They are stout defensively, only 11 goals allowed this year, second best in the conference. Their starting group is Braden Brown, Tommy Wagner, Jose Gil Mejia, Aiden Colby, Leo Pinto, Chris Morandi, Andrew Watson, Luke Kurilenko, Lucas Nicolau, Ezekiel Palomeke, and Ever Benitez, with the goalkeeper being the excellent Aiden Ganun. Ganun has started every game this season for American Soccer Club. They are wearing their blue jerseys, preparing to go left to right, as you see it on your screen, on what has turned out to be a very pleasant Saturday evening in eastern Massachusetts. We are underway, and you saw there Ezekiel Palomeke, the center back for American Soccer Club, number 24. Yes, he's the center back, but they often convert him into a makeshift striker, and he actually leads this American Soccer Club with 5 goals. And, well, part of the reason is because of set pieces. The first set piece of the match is for ASC New York. Curled in towards the penalty spot, and a foul is whistled against the team wearing blue, and so it will be Santa Cruz possession. Santa Cruz in their first season in the NPSL. And it would be a terrific way for them to wrap up their first year, securing a spot in the postseason. It's punched ahead, shoulder down, and now it settles for Kareem Elhamal. Elhamal, lots of room centrally for Prouty. Prouty, good diagonal ball to the far wing. The defense was well done by the left back for American Soccer Club, and it results in a throw-in for the Fighting Tomcats, who generally play their home games in Uniondale, New York, down on Long Island. Tommy Wagner, part of this starting unit, gives it up and gets it back from Jose Gil Mejia. Ganun to the far side and receives it back. Aiden Ganun is an incoming redshirt freshman at Hofstra University in the CAA, Division I NCAA program. Both these sides with a lot of current collegiate players, but some who are post-college, including Palomeke, who has it now. Palomeke, 33 years old. Loose ball, headed forward. And Santa Cruz trying to mount the first positive attack of the day, but they'll reset through Carl Lundstrom. The Santa Cruz team often goes with a 3-5-2 look. Sometimes they'll merge that into a 4-4-2. Typically, you see a 3-5-2 tend to morph into a 5-3-2. And they have that in their bag as well, as a shoulder collision results in a foul being called against Ezekiel Palomeke. And you can see that Palomeke is simply larger than everyone else on the pitch. That appeared to be collision, not a violent one in the open field, but there was some speed to it. And with Palomeque's contact resulting in the Santa Cruz player hitting the deck, it's a free kick for Santa Cruz FC. Driven in low, and it's handled by Aiden Gannon. He'll try to spring a counter attack quickly on this turf pitch. Braden Brown battling with Eric Causey, and Brown can't get there before the goalkeeper, Eric Widrick. Possessing is Lukas Nicolau. Just finished his grad season at Adelphi, where he had an excellent career. Number 22 in blue here. You'll see him patrolling the center of the pitch. Long ball, popping free. The shot is saved. Eric Widrick diving to his right. Got the paw out there to make the save and stymie the attack from American Soccer Club. The first chance of the day, and it was a glorious one. Coming up for Luke Kirilenko. Kirilenko is 21 in blue. He's had quite an interesting collegiate career. As again, American Soccer Club tries to go long. This time, Santa Cruz does better with it. But Luke Kirilenko, he's going to be a grad student at Wake Forest University, playing in the ACC. He's someone who started his collegiate tenure at an ACC school in the University of Virginia, but not as a player. He played club soccer at UVA and then has had a long progression that included 3 years at Rider, a spring at Hofstra. Here's a shot that finds the back of the net. The first chance for Santa Cruz FC, and it is put home. The hosts in a must-win game have a 1-0 lead less than 7 minutes in. It looks like the defending is there, but the shot from João de Sousa de Aquino across the grain through the defender. And he beats Aiden Gannon down to his right. And so each team thus far has had one chance coming off of very direct play. Almost a breakaway-like. American Soccer Club's, their chance was saved by the opposing goalkeeper. This chance, less of a breakaway. The defense was there, as I mentioned, but still Gannon was beaten. And so it is 1-0 Santa Cruz. The winner of this match secures their spot in the postseason. The loser will not qualify for the playoffs. And Santa Cruz would love to capitalize on some early momentum here. There's room in the middle of the pitch. That's where they go. Brian Jones will reset to the back. Charlie Johnson, an incoming junior at Middlebury College up in Vermont, a D3 school in the NESCAC. Johnson tends to be the lockdown center back for this Santa Cruz team, and that's especially the plan today. It's out of play, and the throw-in will come from Tommy Wagner, the incoming redshirt senior at Queens College out on Long Island, not to be confused with Queens down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Double team comes. American Soccer Club stymied Chance Terrian well. But that pass from Lukas Nicolau forces Tommy Wagner to retreat. Here at Babson College McDowell Field, it's a very nice new turf field. And it's been the co-home for Santa Cruz FC this year. Most of their other games have come up at Merrimack College, a D1 school up in North Andover, Massachusetts, right in the Lowell area. This is a Lowell-based team after all, as this is turned over. Pinto slides it to his left. The pass is a little far for Chris Morandi. He recovers and tries to work it inside. Deflected ball, flicked again, and it goes over the goal. Well, it's the first time we've really seen American Soccer Club's captain Leo Pinto get involved. Him and Chris Morandi both getting some of their first few touches of the match. And that's where Santa Cruz has to be careful, especially in a match like this. It was a reckless turnover out of the back. That if American Soccer Club is a little cleaner with their distribution, then perhaps the Fighting Tomcats would have been in. For Santa Cruz FC, this is their second match here at Babson College at McDowell Field. They are 1-0-0 on this specific pitch. It was last week against AC Newport, where they had a 2-1 win here. On goals from D'Souza Duaquino and Radigan. Declan Radigan not getting the start today for Santa Cruz. Turnover. Prouty into the middle. Curving ball off the foot of Kareem El Hamal is deflected, but El Hamal is there first. Kareem El Hamal getting some valuable minutes this summer on this Santa Cruz side. An incoming first year at Providence is number 20 in red and black. Right now it's Prouty slowing things up for Santa Cruz. They lead 1-0 on a 7th-minute shot and goal from Joao de Sousa de Aquino. It was his third tally of the season. Coming away with it, Jose Gil Mejia for American Soccer Club. Pops out of bounds and will stay with the blue and white. Vertical ball knocked away by Santa Cruz. We've seen that both teams are not afraid to take the direct shot as the offside flag comes up against Luke Kirilenko. Kirilenko, one of the few international players hailing from Cambridge, England. Now some high pressure being applied by American Soccer Club. Braden Brown was the nearest Fighting Tomcat. He's got 3 goals this season. He is dangerous if he can find the ball on his foot. And he was someone, the Division 2 level at Queens College in Flushing. He was an All-American third-team selection, number 2 in blue. He was the first Queens rookie to ever receive an All-American accolade. It's worked into the middle. No one was there for American Soccer Club. And now room on the left side for Prouty. He's got Jack Andrews to his left, and that's where he goes. Andrews trying to work it to his right, rolls it across. Some space. Left-footed shot, is blocked. Pops again, and now to the far wing. El Hamal's vertical ball, little off the mark in the direction of Prouty, and settling it is Aiden Gannon. save for the lone goal of this match so far, Aiden Ganon has not been tested yet. This game has had a little bit of feeling each other out, but also these teams have not been afraid to take risks. There's very little incentive for either of these teams necessarily to want to play for a draw. Because if Santa Cruz gets a draw today, then they just have to wait and see what happens on Wednesday between American Soccer Club and ASCNY. Meanwhile, if American Soccer Club gets a draw today, then they're required to get a positive result on Wednesday. Oh, some room in the middle, and it's just over the head of the leaping Aiden Colby. I'm not sure Colby realized that there was no one behind him. Neither a teammate nor a member of the opposition was around him. Because if he had the ability to take 2 steps back, he then would have had the ability to control that either with his head or his chest. But alas, not quite the case. Headed towards the wing. Here's Kirilenko. To Nicolau. Sliding one through, deflected, and the offside flag pops up. That deflection there for American Soccer Club was not what they were trying to go for. They had a diagonal run coming from someone behind that, someone who was in the offside position. But the deflection came from an attacker offside. Spinning is Aiden Colby. Plays it across. It goes all the way through and then is knocked out. It will be a corner kick for American Soccer Club. That was dangerous. And now American Soccer Club goes quick. Mejia towards the back post. It's headed and will be a goal kick. So for the past 6 minutes or so, American Soccer Club has had more of the opportunities. Seems like they're starting to get their legs underneath them. That corner kick that they took short, the first corner of the match for either side. Now some time for Santa Cruz. Contact from behind, good possession, left-footed shot is scruffed on the ground by De Sosa de Aquino. Well, Santa Cruz fans, they've gotten used to seeing number 22 in red and black being willing to try and shoot from distance. That's how he scored the goal. That was with the defender in front of him. Here he brought it to his left outside the 18, was willing to take a crack, but he hit it. It was a 7th-minute goal from João de Sousa de Aquino, the incoming junior at the University of the District of Columbia, a D2 school in the East Coast Conference, the ECC. He had 3 goals last year for them. Prior to that, he had played just down the road here from Babson at Framingham State, where he had 5 goals in 4 games in 2024. He was trying to be an option for a pass there. Instead, American Soccer Club steals it away. Jack Andrews has had to battle hard with Ezekiel Palomeke. Center forward and the center back mingling as one would expect. Palomeke works it to the left side. And it's smart of the Fighting Tomcats to take some space. That was Andrew Watson. But it's a clean challenge on the ball, resulting in Santa Cruz just firing it forward. Palomeke again tries direct. It's chested to the wing. Here's Kirilenko, and the offside flag comes up again. It's, I believe, the third offside already here in the first 20 minutes against American Soccer Club. Good idea from Joao de Sousa de Aquino to try to flick Prouty on. It didn't work, though. And now Prouty brings it down with his right foot. Forward towards de Sousa de Aquino. He knocks it ahead. Here comes Andrews. The shot is right at Aiden Ganon. That's the best opportunity that Jack Andrews has had in the first 20, now 21 minutes. But he could not do enough with the finishing touch. Long ball forward off the mark from Tommy Wagner. But in the near wing, it's taken by Kirilenko. Kirilenko puts one low. Knocked away. And now Wagner finds Gil Mejia. Couple hard challenges centrally. American Soccer Club maintains. Jose Gil Mejia. Tried to work it to his right, and in the end, he gets a corner kick out of the deal. Santa Cruz FC disagrees. I think there was a double deflection there, so perhaps they had a case. But the officials rule that it will be a corner kick. Second corner of the match for American Soccer Club. The first one they took short and took quickly. This time it's not the case. As always, you have to keep an eye for number 24, Ezekiel Palomeke. Tied for the conference lead in goals this year with 5 of them. They work it towards goal. It's headed across the face of goal by a Santa Cruz defender. And now Andrews trying to sprint ahead. The pass back toward him is cut off nicely by Andrew Watson. The West Sayville, New York native did well to fend off Jack Andrews. And now American Soccer Club will reset everything, which includes having Palomeke back at center back. The stadium lights at McDowell Field have just popped on as we start to get remnants of a sunset over the far horizon. Lots of room for Chance Prouty on the near wing. His pass centrally wasn't communicated well by either side, the recipient or the deliverer. But then Chris Morandi's left-footed shot is blocked away, but Morandi gets it back. Morandi's had a couple goals this year coming off of a productive final collegiate season at Iona University in New Rochelle, New York. Morandi, left-footed ball, is grabbed by Eric Widrick, but it was out of play off a deflection. So it will now be 3 corner kicks for American Soccer Club here in this first half. Just to finish up the point on Chris Morandi, number 17 for American Soccer Club. He had 3 goals and 6 assists for Iona this past fall. He has the ball now. Curls it in, headed away. He only had 4 goals and 3 assists in 4 seasons at Monmouth. Then he made the move to Iona and took off scoring-wise. De Sousa de Aquino tries from range. It was blocked by Andrew Watson. The manager will tell you that, yeah, you do like to have a player on your team almost all managers will say, who's not afraid to shoot from distance. But you also have to know when. And on that breakaway from Joao de Sousa de Aquino, when you have a 2-on-2, even if it's a 2-on-3, that might not be the right time to try from distance unless the goalkeeper is well out of his net, which was not the case. Want to take advantage of having numbers when you have that opportunity to be up numbers. Foul whistled against Palameke. He and Andrews with another coming together. So what will Santa Cruz try to do with this set piece opportunity? They had a free kick in the first couple of minutes of this match from a similar spot. I believe it's Kareem El Hamal, the Weston, Massachusetts native. He'll work it short and get it back down the far wing. El Hamal, right-footed cross, flicked, and it goes just wide of the post. Very good look for Santa Cruz FC, looking to double their advantage in the 26th minute, but it was not to be, and it remains a 1-0 game. Jose Gil Mejia had a heavy touch but maintained possession to get the pass away. Working through a couple Santa Cruz players was Lucas Nicolau, and somehow Nicolau still possesses. He plays to the far corner where it's sprinted after by Chris Morandi. 2 goals to his name this season. Morandi stops and crosses in. It's headed away by Santa Cruz, and they could have some numbers here, but the pass is slightly off the mark. We have seen American Soccer Club. They've tried a lot of crosses into the box, a lot of crosses vertical, and aerial balls, especially. Santa Cruz have defended them quite nicely so far. The official rules, it's out off of Luke Kirilenko. Now Chance Terrian, trying to split 2. Santa Cruz settles and launches deep. Kirilenko to the far side, twisting Morandi. He's got some room in front of him, so he'll take the space. Tries to thread Pinto through. Pinto twists to the right, tries a shot from distance, and it rises high and wide, resulting in a Santa Cruz goal kick. In the 28th minute of action between Santa Cruz and American Soccer Club, my name is Jacob Munch. For those of you who have been watching a lot of the Men's World Cup here in North America, you might be anticipating a hydration break, but no, that is not a thing in the National Premier Soccer League. And I think pure soccer fans delight in knowing that. Soccer, as it was meant to be played, in 45-minute halves and no stoppages. Pinto slips one through towards Braylon Brown, but he couldn't get through the pillar of Santa Cruz defenders. Braden Brown has not had many touches on the ball thus far, number 2 in blue. Santa Cruz has done well to keep him out of the equation for the most part. Potential turnover But Santa Cruz slides in to get there. That was Eric Causey before Chris Morandi could arrive. Brown rolls one through. The flag stays down. Morandi across. Pinto with time. Headed it down where it's knocked away from Santa Cruz. And now it's settled by American Soccer Club, where Brown's shot didn't have a lot on it, was deflected away, and now there could be time and space for Jack Andrews. The Beverly, Massachusetts native has DeSosa Duaquino in the box. He's trying to take it to his right, rolls it for Prouty. Santa Cruz has to make sure they don't get too stagnant off the ball here. Transtarian. Some room for Prouty. Tough first touch, but the second touch was a brilliant shot that is saved by an even better Aiden Ganon. That is tremendous from the Garden City, South New York native. You can see on the pass, Prouty's first touch made it pop in the air, and that results in a half volley that he clobbered in what looked like might become the near corner, but Aiden Ganon denied him. First corner for Santa Cruz. They go short, played across and calmly into the midst of Ganon. The offside flag comes up anyway. Here's Lucas Nicolau, an NE10 All-Conference second-team selection at Adelphi last year after being a third-team selection the year prior. Also made the All-Championship team, and here he tried to pass to the outside of his foot, but Aiden Colby had stopped making the run, and so Santa Cruz will reset. Played towards the wing. No one was there for Santa Cruz. You could see the surprise and perhaps disappointment on the face of the Santa Cruz passer. Tarian expected someone to be there, but no one was, as Pinto darts to his right, trying to dip through, wore some contact. The referee rules it was legal. And now Prouty drops it off for El Hamal. That's a really good reverse from El Hamal. And Brian Jones, the incoming junior at St. Anselm, works it to the wing, and now vertical they go, but it's just out of reach of the Brazilian, João de Sousa de Aquino. American Soccer Club has been able to find Leo Pinto. No, they've had Leo Pinto open with space in the center of the pitch, but they have not been able to find him. They'll go to their reliable strategy of launching the direct ball. The second ball fell for Aiden Colby, but he's dispossessed. But American Soccer Club gets it right back. Long range shot well off the mark from Chris Morandi, who's falling away as he attempted that bid from distance. That's the fifth shot for American Soccer Club today. They have forced one save out of the goalkeeper for Santa Cruz FC, Eric Widrick. That came on the breakaway opportunity, when Widrick made a wonderful right glove save. Pinto for Braden Brown. He's got an overlapping run, and that's where he plays the pass. The one-touch shot denied by Widrick. Second chance opportunity is knocked off the line. Wonderful recovery defense from Santa Cruz FC, and it remains a 1-0 game as rising to the occasion was Eric Causey. The first save was good from Widrick, but after that you're just trying to scramble, and Causey heads it away. Very well done by the Marshfield, Massachusetts native, the Bryant Bulldog. He's used to playing on the back line. His dad, Jeff Causey, an MLS and New England Revolution goalkeeper. So perhaps Eric Causey taking a little trick out of his dad's box of tricks. Santa Cruz trying to get rid of this ball bouncing around their box, and they do clear it away. Andrews with speed. Couldn't find his way towards the soccer ball, and then is whistled for a foul. Very well done by American Soccer Club there. It was Jose Gil Mejia who had defended so nicely. We're in the 36th minute of action here at Babson College between American Soccer Club and Santa Cruz FC. The score is 1-0, courtesy of the third goal of the season from João de Sousa de Aquino, the Rio de Janeiro native. Tucked it home in the 7th minute on a shot from outside the 18 that weaved its way through the defender directly in front of him and then beat the goalkeeper Eden Ganun down and to his right. That's been the lone tally in this match with massive implications. The winner of this match, if we are to have one after 90 minutes, they secure their spot in the NPSL North Atlantic Conference playoff. If they do not, if these teams draw, well, then that third postseason team has to wait until next week, on Wednesday to be precise. The whistle is blown. Play is stopped as the ball goes out of play. Ezekiel Palomeke has been down for close to a minute, and again he will go down right inside the center circle. Palomeke has had just a wonderful soccer career. Now 33 years old, the Colombian has played in Latvia, in what is now Czechia, Belarus, Panama, Chile, Saudi Arabia, of course Colombia, and now here in the United States. And right now he's just sitting on his rear ends, his arms holding him up in a seated position behind him. He's got that left knee bent, and the athletic trainer will come tend to him. Meanwhile, you see the Santa Cruz FC group on their bench. They have to be happy with a 1-0 lead, but it does not feel like they have been controlling this match. More of the possession, it feels like, has been tilted towards American Soccer Club. Probably 55-45 if you had to put a percentage on it. But the good news for Santa Cruz is, one, you have the lead. Two, you know you have a terrific goalkeeper in Eric Widrick. He's already come up with 2 saves. As now Palomeke is helped to his feet by the athletic trainer. You can see Palomeke, this was him defending the goal, trying to retreat, and then the shot by De Sousa de Aquino for the lone tally of this match. And then this was the earlier chance before that first goal. The first opportunity either team had on the breakaway, a half volley off the foot of Luke Kirilenko. Eric Widrick kept it out. A moment later, De Sousa de Aquino scored. And that's the scoreline we have now, 1-0 in the 39th minute. as Ezekiel Palameke has come off. Sean Fitzgerald, a midfielder from Smithtown, New York, will replace Palameke. For Palameke, well, one, that's a huge loss defensively for this American Soccer Club, but it's also a big loss for them on set pieces. He's been such an important goal scorer for them, Palameke. Not to mention Palameke in the running for the Golden Boot. 5 goals, tied for the conference lead with AC Newport's Gianluca Frenzilli Jr. Each of them have 5, but Palameke out of this match here in the first half. Andrews couldn't direct that ball where he wished, and it's grabbed by Aiden Ganon. About 5 minutes remaining in this first half between Santa Cruz FC and American Soccer Club. During halftime, we'll step aside for most of it. We'll keep you updated on the standings as well in this final Saturday of the regular season. Here's Fitzgerald to the wing, Kirilenko. Right-footed cross, curving towards the back post, and the header goes just high. American Soccer Club had 2 players on that far post. And it's a wonderful ball off the right foot of Luke Kirilenko. There was also a defender in there too, making life slightly tougher for the Fighting Tomcats. Instead, it just goes down as a missed shot. Very nice touch. Dropped down by Kareem El-Hamal, and now Andrews races after it. Andrews keeps it in. Here at McDowell Field, they use the black lines for soccer. We've got 4 different colors on the pitch, so for those of you at home, could be a little difficult to see. But if it makes it easier, the markings that are widest on this pitch when you go touchline to touchline, those are the soccer ones. Leo Pinto rolls it forward. Now Fitzgerald. Curving one centrally. It's settled down by Morandi. Now Braden Brown. Rolls it over. The flag stays down. It's played across. And American Soccer Club have tied it. They finally break through just before halftime. And the Fighting Tomcats have evened this match at 1 here in the 43rd minute. It's a great ball from Braden Brown to the far side. Played in the middle and tucked in by Chris Morandi. His 3rd goal of the season. And I believe that was off the foot of Morandi. Sometimes on those crosses you look to see, did it actually go in off a defender's foot? But I do believe it was Morandi. So just like that, we are all square at 1. Moments before the halftime whistle. Braden Brown for Morandi. Lays it off Fitzgerald. Now to the wing. This is Brown. Brown across, headed away, settled by Kirilenko. His pass is blocked away by Chance Prouty, and Prouty's got room to run. He slips over a leaping challenge, gets the pass away. DeSosa de Aquino, big touch, and he finds the back of the goal. What a response from Santa Cruz FC. They allow the match to be tied in the 43rd minute, and then in the 44th minute, they take it right back in the final gasps of breath before halftime. Santa Cruz back on front. It's a great pass by Prouty. He knew the defender was coming on him. And then in a race of the 22s, DeSosa de Aquino just had to deposit it past Ganon. And that's exactly what he did. All of a sudden, the pendulum of momentum swinging back and forth dramatically. For Joao DeSosa de Aquino, he had 2 goals this season coming into today. Now he's up to 4 on the season, and that's a dangerous pass that Widrick gets to in time to knock it away. We're in stoppage time of the first half. On that collision on the aerial ball, it resulted in an American Soccer Club player staying down for a moment. But now Andrew Watson's back to his feet. We don't know how much stoppage time there has been added. 3 minutes, actually, is the word. You see a rough count on the score bug on your screen. Settling on the far side. The foul goes against American Soccer Club. It would not be shocking to see Santa Cruz take their time with this, because they probably have the ability to take this pretty close to the end of the first half. They'll go short, try to work some give and goes. It works well until the defense was better from ASC. Braden Brown sprinting forward. They try to find him, and they do. Brown with an option to his right. Rolls it that way. The one-touch shot is saved by Widrick. Aiden Colby took it first time, and Eric Widrick flashed the right foot out to make the save. It's an American Soccer Club corner kick. And now Pinto will come over to take it. That is terrific from Widrick on the save. Headed across, far post. The shot comes to the corner. Pinto still onside, works it towards a teammate. Collecting it is Kirilenko. He spins through 2. Kirilenko across, headed away. It goes wide of the post. And this has been a very entertaining end to the first half, including this terrific opportunity for Colby off the foot of Brown. Colby didn't have to take that first touch, but he figured he'd try, and Widrick was up to the task. He has made 3 saves from that spot inside his own 18. Now Braden Brown again trying to spring his American Soccer Club teammates. Have to be close to the end of the first half now. Far side, some room for Fitzgerald. It rolled away from him, though. Now, Sean Fitzgerald plays it back in. Santa Cruz first to the aerial ball. And now is there time for one more attack from Santa Cruz FC? It deflects off Kirilenko. Here's Jack Andrews. The St. Michael's College player bounces it away. And it's a corner kick for Santa Cruz.
Okay, but that's, we'll look for it. Don't worry.
Not a lot of haste here from Santa Cruz in the waning seconds of the first half. They already lead 2-1, trying to add one more. Punched away by Ganun, pops out Prouty, settles, the volley is top corner! Oh, what a beauty from Chance Prouty! Elite from Prouty, there's the halftime whistle. The punch was solid from Ganun, but it was central. And, oh my goodness, that is masterful. Masterful from Chance Prouty. And now American Soccer Club is very unhappy right now with the officiating. John Fitzgerald out there, the coaching staff for American Soccer Club. But the story of the first half was the thrilling finish to the first half. We had a goal from American Soccer Club in the 43rd minute. Then a goal in the 44th minute from Santa Cruz gave them the lead back 2-1. And then when we were at the very, very end of the 3 minutes of stoppage time for the first half, Chance Prouty buried the beautiful volley that you saw. On one hand, you can sort of understand the consternation that this American Soccer Club group has. Because if they went down into the locker room 2-1, okay, that's reasonable. Work to do, but you can make the most of that. But it felt like this first half, those final 3 minutes, took forever to wrap up, at least in the eyes of American Soccer Club. But the hosts still take it. They took full advantage of that final corner kick. Prouty buried it. And with that, we will step aside. Your halftime score in this winner advances to the postseason match. It is Santa Cruz 3, American Soccer Club 1, here at McDowell Field at Babson College.
Here at IM Group, we settle for nothing less than the perfect job performance on site and behind the scenes. We provide this at a great value without compromising the quality of our service. If you are looking for a leading home remodeling and painting company in New England, look no further. Customer service is in the vein of our business and what drives us to improve on a daily basis. Reach out to one of our professionals to find out how IM Group can help you with your latest project. Here at IM Group, we settle for nothing less than the perfect job performance on site and behind the scenes. We provide this at a great value without compromising the quality of our service. If you are looking for a leading home remodeling and painting company in New England, look no further. Customer service is in the vein of our business and what drives us to improve on a daily basis. Reach out to one of our professionals to find out how IM Group can help you with your latest project.
Welcome back to McDowell Field at Babson College as we get ready for the second half between Santa Cruz FC and American Soccer Club. My name is Jacob Munch, and you are watching a Blue Gills production of the NPSL. A look at the first half highlights in the 5th minute. This was a grade A opportunity for American Soccer Club on the breakaway. A terrific save from Santa Cruz's goalkeeper Eric Widrick to deny Luke Kirilenko. Just a couple moments later, officially ruled in the 7th minute, it was a right-footed strike from João de Sousa de Aquino for his first goal of the match. There would be more to come from him. Late in the first half, American Soccer Club trying to get back even. A terrific cross finds the foot of Chris Morandi to even the match at 1 in the 42nd minute. Then a couple moments later, in the 44th minute, again, it's number 22, De Sousa de Aquino breaking through to make it 2-1 Santa Cruz. The momentum that American Soccer Club had just gotten, it was gone. Then in stoppage time, right before the final whistle of the first half, one of the best goals you will see. Chance Prouty top bins 3-1 Santa Cruz is your score at halftime. So for American Soccer Club New York, they have work to do. They're down by 2. If they win today, if either of these teams win today, they secure their spot in the North Atlantic Conference postseason, which means whichever team loses today is out. So American Soccer Club needs to find 2 goals in the final 45. If this match ends in a draw, neither team is eliminated, neither team is clinched for the final spot, and it would depend what happens on Wednesday when American Soccer Club takes on ASCNY FC down at Queens College in New York. So that's what's at stake. A look around the rest of the conference. 2 other games in progress right now. You've got in Colony, New York, home of the New York Shockers. They are playing New Haven United. There's been no score update for that game. They started at about 7 p.m. That's a battle for first place. Both those teams are number 1 and number 2 and will be 1 and 2 in the postseason. The question is who will be 1 and who will be 2. And there's a big difference because whoever wins the regular season championship, whoever finishes first in the regular season standings, and right now in those standings, New Haven United is a point ahead with 1 extra game in hand. They get a bye directly into the championship, which they would host the number 2 seed. Well, they have to host the number 3 seed, which will likely be one of these 2 teams. The other game in progress right now is a battle between the bottom 2 teams, ASCNY FC and AC Newport. They are at halftime in Queens College, and right now it's AC Newport who leads 1-0 on a goal in stoppage time in the first half, coming from Corey Toski in the 45th plus 1 minute for AC Newport, so they lead ASCNY 1-0 at the break. Here the score is 3-1. It's been a brace for João de Sousa de Aquino, a goal in the 7th minute, a goal in the 44th minute, and then Prouty had the stellar goal in the 45th plus 3 minutes. And then the one tally for American Soccer Club was Chris Morandi in what was officially ruled the 43rd minute. The two teams will switch directions. The big thing to note in terms of player personnel is that a man tied for the leading scorer for the Golden Boot amongst players in this North Atlantic Conference here in the National Premier Soccer League, Ezekiel Palomeke for American Soccer Club. He left with an injury in the 40th minute, and that's a big loss. Not only does he have a bunch of goals, but he also is the stalwart in the center of the back line for American Soccer Club. It's pretty rare to see American Soccer Club allow this many goals. They came in having only conceded 11 times this season through their first 8 games. That was second best behind New Haven United. In fact, they did have a stretch earlier this year. That's American Soccer Club, where they allowed 3 in 2 consecutive games. Both were on the road at AC Newport and New Haven United. The first a 3-3 draw, the next a 3-0 loss. That was back at the end of May. This is the end of June. This is when you want to be playing your best football. And although American Soccer Club controlled possession in the first half, they are not controlling the scoreboard. The second half is underway. So it makes its way all the way back to the goalkeeper for Santa Cruz FC, Eric Widrick. We've been talking about the postseason stakes of this match. Well, we should also make sure we touch on the standings as American Soccer Club tries to push forward. Right now, American Soccer Club is in third when it comes to points per game. They have 12 points in 8 games. Santa Cruz FC, 13 points in 9 games. So those teams are third and fourth, respectively. New Haven United currently has 19 points in 8 matches. So they're first. New York Shockers, 18 points in 9 matches. They are second. Then, as I mentioned a moment ago, American Soccer Club, followed by Santa Cruz FC. And then the two teams at the bottom, AC Newport, they are fifth with 5 points at 1, 2, and 4 in 7 matches. And Osners FC has 1 point in 7 matches as well. That clearance was askew off the foot of Lucas Nicolau. First touch was just out of the reach of Joao de Sousa de Aquino. And so you are likely to see American Soccer Club play with more haste. Trailing by 2, needing at least 2 goals to at least keep the possibility of postseason alive into Wednesday, their regular season finale. If American Soccer Club cannot come back from this deficit, then the Fighting Tomcats season will end on Wednesday, no matter what happens in that match. Here's the goal scorer, Chris Morandi. Tries a shot from range. It was knuckling a little bit on the way to Eric Widrick, but he makes the save. That's the first shot for American Soccer Club here in the second half. Some unofficial first half stats for you. American Soccer Club attempted 8 shots. Not all of those were on target. They scored 1 of the 8, and 3 of the 8 were saved by Widrick. Of course, you also had the defensive clearance in there as well by Eric Causey. Santa Cruz FC, they had 6 shots, 1 of which was saved. 3 of them went in, the other 2 off target. Corner kicks were in favor of the visitors from Long Island, 4-2. Braden Brown trying to make something happen. He's able to poke it along. Far wing, Luke Kirilenko. Active on that right flank. Deflected ball across. Settles into the midst of the Arlington, Massachusetts native, Eric Widrick. Widrick had a very good fall about 9-10 months ago up at upstate New York when he was a Colgate Raider. His senior year, he started 17 games for Colgate. A 4-time Patriot League Goalkeeper of the Week at the Division I level. 104 saves, resulting in an 806 save percentage, had 9 clean sheets for Colgate. He was named a third-team All-Patriot League selection, and this summer he has come to the Lowell-based team, Santa Cruz FC, and he has been wonderful between the sticks for his head coach Francisco Fernandez Neto and the rest of this Santa Cruz staff. Cutting inside, twisting is Gil Mejia. He lays it off, the shot is saved, rebounds there, and it goes just wide. The rebound was there for the taking, but American Soccer Club could not put it in. Chris Morandi was right in the vicinity. He was looking for a brace, but he couldn't go. And for all the praise we were heaping on Eric Widrick, that's probably a shot, the initial one, he would have liked to hold. Loose ball, offside flag comes up. The ball found the back of the net, but it came from an offside position. This is the first opportunity, the one that led to the corner kick. Gil Mejia made stuff happen. That's the one he probably wanted to hold, and Widwick did well to recover to prevent Morandi from putting it in. This has felt like a game of missed opportunities for American Soccer Club and their attack. Oh, loose ball here. That was sloppy from American Soccer Club. The whistle blows. A card will come out as well. It's a yellow card. And where will the placement be? Here's a look at the replay. I think it was just outside. It's just not enough urgency or haste. Yes, it is outside the box. Not enough haste from American Soccer Club to try to recover from that turnover. And Lucas Nicolau, the man who turned the ball over, then commits the clumsy foul. Although you kind of understand what he's trying to do. Have to make sure he doesn't get all the way in. So it's the first booking of the day. Comes in the 51st minute. For Lucas Nicolau, that is his first booking of the season. And now what will Santa Cruz choose to do with this? They don't have Chance Prouty standing over the ball, and I only mention that because this is about the same spot he scored his half volley goal to end the first half, albeit on the other end of the field. Well, Prouty now is involved in the mix. The one who's lined up for the left-footed shot is Chance Terrian, the Heinsberg, Vermont native. It is a whopping 6-man wall in front of Gunyon. And there's a goal! Santa Cruz has their fourth. Who needs a 6-man wall if you can just curve it around them and over them? Kareem El Hamal makes it 4-1 Santa Cruz, and they pick up exactly where they left off before halftime. It's just beautiful from El Hamal. And that's the problem when you give a free kick away in the center of the pitch, not on either wing. It's hard to set up your wall. And ideally what you want to do as a goalkeeper is set up a wall to cover half the goal, and then you can cover the other half. But evidently, it was not constructed properly. And now the task is Herculean for American Soccer Club. Oh, that should be a handball, and it is. Peter Magnuson, the incoming sophomore at Pace University, whistled for it. Believe the goal officially goes down in the 52nd minute. This is whipped in. Player tumbles to the deck. There's 2 American soccer players down right now as the race continues down the far sideline. It's a really competitive battle, and it's won by Santa Cruz. They cut to the right, played across, knocked down, and poked away, but only as far as Nicolau. I think you're starting to see this American Soccer Club team start to falter a little bit. 2 different American Soccer Club players are grasping at their shoulders right now. Andrew Watson, the West Sayville native, is holding his right shoulder on the back line. Meanwhile, Sean Fitzgerald, the Smithtown, New York man, grabbing his shoulder for a moment also. Morandi across, looking for a deflection. It doesn't come. Is that going to be a corner? No, it'll be a goal kick.
Are you good?
Andrew Watson is still feeling the effects of a tight battle for the ball just a moment ago. It's the first time all season American Soccer Club have conceded 4. It's by far the most goals that Santa Cruz have scored this year. They scored 3 in their first win of the year at ASCNY FC. 3-1 was that tally. Here they have 4, and we're not even through 56 full minutes. Whistle goes against American Soccer Club. And it has been 56 minutes of frustration for their head coach, John Fitzgerald. And yet they played rather well in the first half, but they could not make the most of their opportunities. And now we're at the point where they need a goal quickly because, sure, maybe you can get 2 in the final 10 to 15 minutes, but you can't really get 3. Of course, you never know. That's the beauty of sport. This could be a 3-on-2 for Santa Cruz. Jack Andrews, scissors to his right, plays it across. Prouty cuts to his right, and now we'll slow it down. I don't think Prouty realized he had a teammate behind him on the initial ball towards him because he could have let it go, and it might have resulted in another goal. Room on the side, the header is saved by the diving Aiden Ganon. Aiden Ganon has been so good in goal, as that's a foul. So he's been so good in goal this season for American Soccer Club. But today has been tough. Not all necessarily Ganon's fault. But alas, when you're a goalkeeper and you allow 4 goals within the first 55 minutes, never reflects too well. American Soccer Club will make some substitutions now. Andrew Watson has just come off, as is the goal scorer, Chris Morandi. Morandi played well. I mean, you need goals. I'm a little surprised that they are removing him, but I'm sure they have their reasons. The players who come on, Braden Walker from Lake Ronkonkoma, New York, an incoming sophomore at Stony Brook, down on Long Island. And then we'll get you the other substitution when we have it. It is Yefer Sanchez, the other sub, number 19, for American Soccer Club. They're trying to find a second goal, looking for a room to shoot. There's a save. It bounces around, and Widrick dives on it once more. How many grade A opportunities are American Soccer Club going to create but not be able to finish? It started as ugly, but Widrick, just great position right in front, and then Pinto Couldn't get his foot to it in time. Well, that'll be a foul, and that will be a card. The yellow card is handed out. That's to number 6, Jose Gil Mejia. That's his 4th yellow card this season. But there is no yellow card accumulation in the National Premier Soccer League, so he doesn't have to worry about that. The yellow was shown in the 60th minute. Last time a yellow card was shown, and the only other time a yellow card was shown, it resulted in a banger of a goal from Kareem El Hamal. This one, though, is from further out and from more on the wing. It will be a right-footed ball again, though. Towards the back post, no one was making that particular run, and it dribbles out. Goal kick coming for American Soccer Club. Here's Sean Fitzgerald. He entered the match when Palomeke was subbed off with an injury. And if you were to point at that moment, to that moment as the turning point of this match, well, I wouldn't be able to contradict you. Because it was 1-1 at the time. And then Palomeke left, and immediately there were 2 goals scored in the waning minutes of the first half. Albeit American Soccer Club scored 1 themselves. But it's been 3 goals in just over 20 minutes of action since Palomeke left. This bounces free. The shot was blocked. Another shot blocked again. And now Santa Cruz can run, and this is going to be more and more frequent as the second half goes along. As this is played down the wing, the flag stays down, much to the disbelief of American Soccer Club. Physicality on the far side results in a free kick. And multiple fighting Tomcats turn towards the near sideline to yell at the assistant referees. Here's a look at the blocks that were put forth by Santa Cruz FC. There's 1, there's 2, and you can have a great goalkeeper, but if you have defenders and midfielders willing to step in front of shots, that makes his life so much easier as long as you get the block cleanly. Once you get deflections, well, then it's a whole different ballgame. But Santa Cruz did well there. And now they have their 3rd corner kick of the match. He goes short. Left-footed ball, bounced in, and it's knocked away. It stayed in. Chipped away, but not far from danger. Ooh, that should be a foul. No, it's clean. Santa Cruz fans thought it might warrant a whistle. It did not, and that's well intercepted. But American Soccer Club could be in here. Yefer Sanchez trying to catch up with it. Tried a shot with the outside of his foot from distance. Now a substitution will occur for Santa Cruz. You're down by 3, so yes, you kind of have to shoot from anywhere but, as we talked about in the first half, and we were referring to Santa Cruz when we did, if you have a breakaway, a 3-on-2, a 2-on-3, shooting from range may not be the best play that you have, especially when it comes with the outside of the foot. But again, American Soccer Club, they have to start shooting. They've got 30 minutes to find 3 goals. Otherwise, they are eliminated. Their season will not end tonight because they have a game on Wednesday at Queens College against ASCNY FC. ASCNY, the team in the basement of the standings this season. Braden Walker gets it back. It's very clumped up on this near side. Lots of congestion. And now they find room in the middle. Pinto couldn't slip a pass away. Nicolau up the wing. Kirilenko Centrally, Brown couldn't get his footing straight. It pops free, and there's a goal for American Soccer Club. They need 3. They get 1 back. It's now 4-2. Great extra touch by Braden Brown to find Yefer Sanchez, his first goal of the season. In the 64th minute, makes it 4-2. Substitution now occurs for Santa Cruz. Rudy Figueroa is on. Chance Terrian is out. At some point, you imagine American Soccer Club might start to up the physicality and the intensity with which they're playing. The problem is they are leaking on the back line as that shot rises over the bar. Because American Soccer Club has to push so many numbers forward, they are starting to be exposed in the back. It's the balance that you always have to find when you need goals, but you cannot afford to concede. Nice first touch by Brian Jones to settle in the middle of the pitch, but he turns it over. Shot from range, blocked. Braden Brown rolls it to his left, now cutting right. Sanchez, heavy touch, still possesses, gets through 2. It's played to the wing, trying to dart in, and it's a good steal by the Santa Cruz defender. Plucked it right off the foot of Jose Gil Mejia. Collision on the far side. The foul is against Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz's back line consists typically Carl Lundstrom, Charlie Johnson, Eric Causey. The 3 of them have been busy today. There's been a lot of possession for the Fighting Tomcats of Uniondale, New York, American Soccer Club. We're here in the 67th minute. We're approaching the final 25% of this match. It's Santa Cruz 4, American Soccer Club 2. Driven back post. It's flicked off the head of a Santa Cruz defender. And will go out for an ASC throw. American Soccer Club New York. They're coming off an emotional victory on Wednesday. They played in an exhibition game, the Kick ALS Cup. That was against the New York Cosmos out on Long Island at Lavelle Stadium. The Cosmos originally started on Long Island, so some symmetry there, and the 2 clubs came together with ALS Ride for Life. With ALS Ride for Life, they came together with LifeVac. They came together with, of course, the other teams, the Cosmos and American Soccer Club, to raise awareness, to inspire hope, and support those who are affected by ALS, often known as Lou Gehrig's disease. June is ALS month, June 4th, ALS Awareness Day. And it was a terrific awareness event between the Cosmos and American Soccer Club. And at the end of it, on the pitch, American Soccer Club, they came away with the trophy, with the Kick ALS Cup on goals from Rosero and Walker. Walker's in the game now, as Sanchez works it back. Aggressive pressure coming from Santa Cruz. And so it is booted high towards the Stars. Taking it to the outside is Peter Magnuson. Magnuson stymied well. Tug of the shirt there, no whistle coming. Magnuson goes down. Referee plays advantage. Right-footed cross, no one in the vicinity. And now the whistle goes. Offside against the man with 2 goals today, Joao de Sousa de Aquino. He's trying to come from an offside position, get back onside. That way he could spring himself free for a potential hat trick, but not the case, at least not there. So here's Jose Gil Mejia. Inside he goes Sanchez. He scored the 2nd goal, Sanchez did, for American Soccer Club. Now Gil Mejia. Working through contact, slips it to Walker. Walker, left-footed ball across, knocked away, and it will roll out for a corner kick for American Soccer Club. I believe it's their 6th corner of the match. Curved in front post, in swinging ball, headed away. First time swing was taken by Luke Kirilenko. ASC still possesses. Trying to bring it down for a volley. Pops loose, shouts for a hand, go unrequited. Shouts for a foul, are rewarded. And it was inside the box. It will be a penalty for American Soccer Club. Here's a look at the replay. That's where it hit a hand. It was incidental. And then that's a shove in the back. Yep, that's certainly in the box. At least from that angle, looks like a foul. And so a pen for American Soccer Club. Trailing by 2, they can secure a playoff spot with a win. They can keep their postseason hopes alive with a draw. And it is Yefer Sanchez to take the penalty. He scored a goal in the 64th minute. Now looking for a brace. Sanchez scores. It's 4-3. He has scored a pair. And his goal here in the 72nd minute makes it 4-3. And so now, how will Santa Cruz respond? It felt like they were in Cruz control for the postseason. Up 4-1, feeling good. The leading scorer for American Soccer Club on the bench with an injury. And yet it's now just a precarious 1-goal lead for the hosts. The 3 goals that American Soccer Club have scored today. That is the 2nd most that they've scored. Third most. They scored 5 against AC Newport and 4 against New York Shockers. There was some vehement disagreement there from American Soccer Club. They wanted a handling of the ball to be called against the goalkeeper. And now, what do we have here? I believe we're about to have a booking. Yes, a yellow card to someone on the Santa Cruz bench. Francisco Fernandez Neto, the manager of the Santa Cruz side, the head coach, part of the conversation with the 4th official. For so much of this game, American Soccer Club has possessed, but they haven't been able to finish. Offside whistled against American Soccer Club. And so because Santa Cruz have had to defend so much, that makes them a little nervous for having just a 1-goal lead with a little less than 20 minutes left. These two teams, when they played earlier in the month, it was 2 weeks ago down at Mitchell Field in Uniondale, out on Long Island, as this is seen past the end line. That was a rather calm game in terms of the goals. Braden Brown scored in the 29th minute to give American Soccer Club New York the lead. Then in the 51st minute, Eden Colby added a second, and that was all the scoring. It was 2-0 ASC. It was the same goalkeepers that we have today, Widrick and Ganun. That was a poor rushed pass by Ganun right here, resulting in the Santa Cruz throw-in. It's been fascinating to watch this match play out, knowing the stakes. If either team wins, they're in the postseason. The loser is out. If they draw, it depends on what American Soccer Club does on Wednesday against ASCNY in their regular season finale. Because of those implications, you might have expected both teams to be a little timid, a little cautious, make sure they didn't make any big mistakes. It's been quite the opposite. It has been an open game. Corner for Santa Cruz, headed away. Settled down by Magnuson. Magnuson, left foot, soars high. Substitution now for Santa Cruz. I believe it's Brian Jones who is coming off. Santa Cruz makes a defensive substitution. Correction, it was actually Eric Kelsey who comes off for Santa Cruz. It's Edward Wilkie who comes on to help anchor this back line. It looks like Santa Cruz, they're in a 4-back right now. They can easily switch to a 5 is what it appears. Trying to see this game to the finish line, but our score line right now is 4-3. I actually would be a little surprised if it finished 4-3 because of all the opportunities that both teams have had and because of the fact American Soccer Club is going to be pressing for a 4th goal. Because of that, they could be exposed on the backside. Ooh, sloppy pass. And now Santa Cruz threads a pass through. Goalkeeper coming out. It's deflected, and it goes out. It's a goal kick. No? Yes, it is a goal kick. Some hesitancy from our center referee there. But Eden Ganun came out and did enough with that to stop Rudy Figueroa from getting through. Figueroa, part of the Guatemalan U20 national team. Here goes American Soccer Club. Luke Kirilenko. Across the box it goes. Here's Sanchez for the hat trick, just wide. First touch shot from Yefer Sanchez. And what a difference the substitute wearing number 19 has been. He's the second man into the box, so when this one goes through, oh, he doesn't miss by much. Perhaps Widrick had it covered, but nonetheless, it's a solid effort from Sanchez. A foul whistled against the Fighting Tomcats. It's a nickname you don't hear very often in sports, the Fighting Tomcats, but I like it. And down right now for Santa Cruz. Slowly lumbers back to his feet. I believe it's the goal scorer of the wonder goal to end the first half, Chance Prouty. He gives a tap to Leo Pinto, who expresses his apologies. Santa Cruz also preparing for a couple substitutions, and they will be made now in the 80th minute. It has been a perfect night for soccer. Not too sunny, not too hot. It's been very pleasant, no precipitation. There's been a bunch of mosquitoes flying around. Welcome to summertime. But besides that, it's been lovely. We approach the final 10 minutes of action. 4-3 the score in favor of Santa Cruz FC in their first season in the North Atlantic Conference, their first season in the National Premier Soccer League. Trying to make their way to the postseason in year one. If they do end up victorious, right now they lead 4-3, they will be the 3 seed. And they will travel on Wednesday, July 8th to the 2 seed, which would either be New Haven United or the New York Shockers. This is all the way through, and a hasty clearance at the end. More of a recovery than anything else. And now play is stopped due to the injured player. For American Soccer Club, they just need to continue pushing, continue to find shots towards goal. Eric Widrick, for as good as he's been this season, for as many difficult saves that he has made, he has been beaten 3 times. And now because of the injured player, the man who went down, he will be replaced. And he's frustrated about that. And, well, I'm sure some American Soccer Club fans would say, well, just perhaps try to stay on your feet a little longer because of the time-wasting tactics that come with tumbling down. Clearance not made. Here's Sanchez. Tries to chip it in, shouts for a hand. It is a hand, but it's outside the box. Sanchez is standing just inside the box in disbelief that it wasn't, and we'll take a look. Oh, and the officials don't have the benefit of replay, but appeared to be on the line, if not inside. But the referee has placed the ball just outside the 18-yard box. 2-man wall for Santa Cruz FC. Blasted and in! American Soccer Club has come back from 3 goals down, and they have tied it on a beautiful set-piece goal of their own. This match has been madness. And that is beautiful from Leo Pinto, the captain. Eric Widrick jumped, started to raise his arm, then he lowered it, and it found the back of the net. What a wild, wild match. Just like that, American Soccer Club's postseason hopes have been resuscitated. 4-4 your score. These are 2 teams that have wonderful goalkeepers who have been good defensively this year. Set pieces have been a problem for both teams defending them. It's just shocking. Ooh, slipping there in the back was Gunman. Now Santa Cruz will possess. Unbelievable drama here at McDowell Field on this Saturday evening. And we're not necessarily done yet. 85th minute. Prouty, he scored a banger to end the first half. Gets it on his left, and the shot is right at Aiden Gunnan. Gunnan has not been tested too much in this second half. He was ready to be alert there. But for all the glory that Prouty had on his volley to end the first half, that shot was not as clean as he wanted it to be. There's a foul called against American Soccer Club. They run right through the back of the Santa Cruz defense. What minute was that goal in? What minute was that goal in? For your score. If these teams end up drawing and they each take 1 point away, what that will mean for Wednesday as we start to go down the thought process of hypotheticals. Assuming this match does end in a draw, in this hypothetical, that would be 13 points for American Soccer Club. It would be 14 for Santa Cruz. Widrick hurries to get to that before it goes out. And he's able to keep possession for his team. So Santa Cruz would be at 14 points. American Soccer Club would be at 13. But ASC has one more game on Wednesday. So obviously if American Soccer Club were to win that, then they would get the third and final postseason spot. If American Soccer Club were to lose on Wednesday against Osners FC in this hypothetical where today ends as a draw, then Santa Cruz would be the third team in. But if American Soccer Club draws on Wednesday, then they and Santa Cruz would each have 14 points. The first tiebreaker amongst a two-team tiebreaker is head-to-head. And in the head-to-head between Santa Cruz and American Soccer Club, American Soccer Club would have the tiebreak because they won the first match, and this second match would have had ended in a draw. So, Santa Cruz desperately wants a fifth. And perhaps you could say they might even need a fifth, considering the team that they're playing on Wednesday, that American Soccer Club is playing on Wednesday, is the team that is last in the standings in Osners FC. That was a very solid challenge on Braden Walker by a member of Santa Cruz. It was Ben Kane who made the good tackle for Santa Cruz a moment ago. '88th minute. Will we have a winner in a match that has featured 4 goals? It's featured 2 goals off of free kicks. It's featured a penalty kick goal. It featured a half volley off of a punch off of a corner kick. And now Santa Cruz looking for a fifth. They won't get it, but they will get a corner kick opportunity. And Santa Cruz, understanding the stakes, they are bringing almost everyone forward. They'll drop one man back. As well as, of course, as their goalkeeper, Widrick. 2 men standing over the ball in the far corner for Santa Cruz, meaning they've got 7 in or around the box. They roll it short. And they were not able to create any space with skill off the corner. Curved in, headed away, and now American Soccer Club might be able to run. A sliding tackle there will result in a foul being called. It's a yellow card given to Rudy Figueroa, his second yellow of the season. He thought he got all ball. Let's see. Actually, he did get a lot of ball. But the ferocity with which he went in on the tackle didn't help make it look better. Curving ball towards the penalty spot. Headed up. It bounces. A high boot. And the whistle is blown for it a couple shoves after the fact. And now the training staff is called on for Santa Cruz. If I were the Santa Cruz trainer, I would be running very quickly, not only to check on your injured man, but also understanding that the quicker you can get the player off the field, the quicker you can start to push for a potential game-winning goal. Right now, though, the concern is for the Santa Cruz player who is down. Can't quite tell who that is inside the 18-yard box. He's to his feet now. Again, the winner of this match qualifies for the postseason as the 3 seed. The loser is eliminated. If these teams finish tied, it results in Wednesday's game carrying all the weight, and neither team would be eliminated until Wednesday. It's been a wild affair. Santa Cruz, the host, they scored first in the 7th minute. American Soccer Club evened it up at 1 in the 43rd minute, but in the 44th minute, Santa Cruz got it right back to go up 2-1. You thought that would be the halftime score, but then just before the final breath of the first half, it was a brilliant, pulchritudinous goal from Chance Prouty right before halftime off the half volley that made it 3-1 Santa Cruz at the break. They would go up 4-1 on a wonderful free kick goal from Kareem Elhamal in the 52nd minute. So they're up 4-1, feeling good until Jose Gil Mejia made it 4-2. In the 60th minute, a penalty kick goal for Yefer Sanchez in the 72nd minute made it 4-3. And then a goal in the 81st minute from Leo Pinto made it 4-4. The fourth official has indicated 5 extra minutes of added time. Far post. Flick towards goal. Oh, it slips through the mitts of a stumbling Aiden Ganun. But he's able to recover, and now he'll loft it ahead quickly. Both teams don't want a draw. They want a win. A draw, though, probably would be a little better for American Soccer Club, again, because they're playing the worst team in the league on Wednesday. So they would still control their own fate. However, they played a lot of games recently, as that's whistled for a foul. Yellow card comes out. Now, how many bodies does Santa Cruz FC want to put forward? A loss and you're eliminated, so do you want it to be everyone? The answer is yes. We're close to halfway through the 5 minutes of added time. Everyone is forward for Santa Cruz, save their goalkeeper. Left-footed ball, punched away, and no one's there for Santa Cruz to clean up the garbage. That was a solid, confident two-handed punch from the Garden City, New York native, Aiden Ganun. Back towards the box. This time Santa Cruz can settle, perhaps. They roll it in, defended well. Ooh, heavy left foot touch there, and now it slips to American Soccer Club. They could have a 3-on-1, but it's knocked down. That is not a handball according to the officials, and Santa Cruz presses forward again. Cleared weakly away. Now more firmly, and now it's hurried to the near wing. Probably 90 to 120 seconds remain. Knocked out of bounds. And so although Santa Cruz continues to press forward, they haven't been able to challenge Aiden Ganun a ton. going to send the throw-in back. You can see American Soccer Club slightly less freneticness than Santa Cruz. Uh-oh, it pops loose. Top of the box, spinning to the right foot. The shot deflects, or no, it just went out cleanly. It's a goal kick for Santa Cruz. This might be close to the last push Santa Cruz gets. The newest members of the NPSL here in the North Atlantic Conference. Advantage played. Santa Cruz has numbers for a cross-back post. They couldn't get it there. A man tumbles to the turf, and American Soccer Club clears it away. Back it's played. Does Santa Cruz have time for one more? They do not. What a comeback on the road for American Soccer Club New York. Down 4-1 in the 71st minute. They finally find 3 goals in the waning 20 minutes. And the final score is 4-4. Neither side clinches a postseason spot. Neither side is eliminated. But American Soccer Club American Soccer Club New York will go into their match on Wednesday knowing a victory or likely even a draw will be enough for them to make the postseason in their second season. You never know what you might expect when you come to the pitch each day. And today, in a game with massive stakes for both sides, if either team had won, they would have been in. That was not the case. Both teams tried desperately to find the winner. Some of the offensive heroes. João de Sousa de Aquino, he scored in the 7th minute for Santa Cruz FC to make it 1-0. Then Chris Morandi of American Soccer Club tied it up with his 3rd goal of the season in the 43rd minute. In the 44th minute, de Sousa de Aquino scored his 2nd of the half to put them up 2-1. Then in the fading seconds of the first half, Chance Prouty with what should be a SportsCenter top 10 goal, a half volley into the top corner, got Santa Cruz FC a 3-1 lead at the break. Then in the second half, Santa Cruz FC would add to that. Kareem El Hamal would score his first of the season off of a free kick, 4-1 Santa Cruz in the 52nd minute. But then in the 72nd minute, then in the 64th minute, American Soccer Club would get a goal back. It would be Yefer Sanchez who would score to make it 4-2. Sanchez would then score off a penalty in the 72nd minute to make it to 4-3. And then in the 81st minute, the captain, Leo Pinto, would score a free kick from the wing to make it 4-4, and that would finalize the scoring. A red card has been just shown to the Santa Cruz head coach, I believe, Francisco Fernandez Neto. He's got a lot to be displeased about, but what a match this was. 4-4, your final score. So the updated standings when it comes to these two teams, American Soccer Club, they are now at 13 points. 13 points. They are 3-4-2. If they win on Wednesday against ASCNY FC, American Soccer Club is in the tournament. If they draw, they will be tied with Santa Cruz, and American Soccer Club should have the tiebreaker. But if American Soccer Club loses on Wednesday, Santa Cruz FC is in. It's been a thrill calling this game for our producer and director and camera operator, Matt Bode. My name is Jacob Munch. Your final score in the regular season finale for Santa Cruz FC, it is American Soccer Club New York 4, Santa Cruz FC 4.